How's it going, guys? So I've played Eversoul for a little over a month now and wanted to share with you my overall thoughts and changes since my initial thoughts video. Even after a month, I found Eversoul to be a very fun game and requires strategy in terms of positioning and what characters to use. In no specific order, I'll talk about my overall feelings of different aspects of the game. Progression of your waifus is very satisfying, but I've gotten to the point where I'm at my max level unless I'm able to transcend them and raise their level caps, so at the moment I'm kind of level capped. Besides that, there's still plenty of game content that keeps you busy, such as developing your little town. It's still a good incentive to grow this as you'll get more resources and materials, and as far as progressing in adventure mode, it becomes extremely hard later on, but you can borrow strong players' characters as assist characters to help you cheese those very hard levels that you wouldn't otherwise be able to defeat with your own team. This feels very satisfying, but know that you can only borrow up to 5 characters per day. As I mentioned before, progression is somewhat slow later on, but very satisfying as I know I'll always have some concrete goal to work towards, such as getting a character to Eternal Ascension, or perhaps unlocking a cool costume for them later on through increasing their bonds. The game is still somewhat generous in the free stuff that it gives you, but after playing for 1 month, I'm starting to see the drop in rewards as I start to complete a majority of the achievements. Nonetheless, there's always some event going on that allows you to get more items, characters, buildings for your town, or costumes, and the event usually takes a few minutes extra of your day, so it's not a big time waster. It's not a crazy amount to where I feel bad if I miss the event, so in terms of quality of life, I'd say this is stress-free on my end, and I can usually play the game whenever I feel like it, and not feel like I'm missing out on something. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you may get level capped if your main team is not highly transcended, and you can also use lower tier characters to help with transcending your main team, but understand for a free-to-play player, this may take some time as you only get a limited amount of free daily summons and rolls each day. For now, until I can transcend my team, I'm just saving up an abundance of materials to be ready to upgrade them when I do transcend them. In the meantime, I can upgrade other things such as their artifacts and gear. If you watched my first video on Eversoul, I mentioned the long load screens and overall laggy feeling of the game. Since then, I feel like the load screens have gotten much better, and some areas like the town have gotten their frame rates much smoother and quicker. And so there's definitely an improvement in terms of quality of life there. Now, it's not really a bother for me. Regardless, if you do decide to play Eversoul, I recommend playing it on a very strong mobile device or tablet or an emulator, as the best way to play this game is honestly on high graphical settings and frame rate, which causes it to eat up the battery like a mofo. All in all, Eversoul may just be another generic gacha game out there, but for some strange reason, I oddly found it to be one of the recent games I've been able to play continuously. Who knows if that answer will change months from now, but for now it's going to stay on my phone at least until something better comes along. I also love the 2D and 3D animations of the game and its waifus, and it requires some strategy which results in a very satisfying when your team is underleveled. There's lots to do, but it doesn't completely consume my time, which from a work-life balance perspective is a win for me. Anyways, those are my updates after 1 month on Eversoul. If you guys had any questions or comments, let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.